Chris with HobbyKing.com with an exciting product we're going to talk about today. Actually, it's under our Multistar lineup, and it's a pretty interesting package. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and show you what it is. It's a motor set, but it was designed for a specific multi-rotor, and we'll get into that in a second, but in testing it is a fantastic motor for general purpose. So don't misunderstand that this motor is not just for the Blade 350 QX, but it's able to be used with any multi-rotor with 8-inch props in that size range. It's a phenomenal motor. Now, a lot of people fly the Blade 350 QX. It's a great multi-rotor. The biggest issue is everything on is proprietary. Sorry about that. To Horizon-based products. You know, from the propellers, and with that we released the prop adapters a few weeks ago, which were well received to use with T-style propellers. But one thing is, if you want a new motor or you crash it and you need spare parts or things like this, you have to go to Horizon. And to be honest, we're not really all that impressed with the motors that come with it from the factory. It's a stamp steel Bell style motor, and the performance on it really isn't all that great for the size and what this is. Problem with the Blade is that they, if you want to grab in here, they put in a few alignment pins in the molding, as well as the spacing for the bottom of the motor isn't the normal 16 by 19, as well as a few of the other dimensions. The top of it for the prop between here and here is 15 millimeters versus the standard 12 millimeters, and because it has this little bowl on top of the collet on top of it, you can't attach a normal prop shaft. There just isn't enough right there, and a T-style prop can't lay flat on it. So it's kind of like you're locked into this one motor. There's nothing more you can do with it. Well, we went ahead and went to the drawing board, and we took all the specs of this motor, and we've tested it thoroughly. I'm going to go ahead and pop this out, and we'll go through the accessories here in a second. So let me grab one of these motors, and this is the Multistar 2209. Now, right away you're going to say, oh, it's a little bit bigger of a motor, but it actually isn't, because this is a Bell motor and the mount on the lower comes down. If we take a look at the physical Bell diameter, which is where the magnets are, is the exact same size. And if I throw my caliper on here, between top and bottom, you're going to see it's actually the exact same height from the bottom mounting plate to the top where the prop is, and as far as diameter as well. It's the same there. So overall, it looks bigger, but it physically isn't any bigger. The lines and the dimensions of the motor are similar. Now, we wanted a little hotter motor, and the reason for this is mainly because if we're going to make an upgrade or a hop-up motor, there's got to be a reason for it. And it has three things that are better than this particular motor. First, we went ahead and made it a little hotter, so it's about 75 to 100 kV measured than this motor, and that's great if you're flying this for aerobatics, or you're putting a camera or gimbal underneath it and need just a little more power, a little more punch. It's definitely going to give you that. You'll definitely feel it, and because it's not a Bell stamped steel, it's actually a little bit more efficient. Another thing that we noticed is because we have slightly more power, runtime, we were concerned about runtime, and we're actually getting better runtime with certain props with this motor over this motor. Now, the biggest advantage of this motor is that it has 3 available prop options. Okay, first thing, if we take a look on the top, we've got the standard 12 millimeter bolt pattern, and that allows you to put a TMO style prop on it. But if you notice, the shaft is 3.17, so it's a little loose. So we included the little prop adapter washer that we included with the adapter for the Tomo. And if we take a look at the bottom right here, it has an adapter that goes from 3.17 to 4 millimeters. So that just slides right onto the top. It centers up the prop, and the 12 millimeter holes allow you to bolt the Tomo prop straight on, and it goes right into the multi-rotor. The other option is the 15 millimeter holes, and the height of the shaft was made so that you can use the factory Horizon blade props if you want to go ahead and use those, so you have that option. And the fact that it's a 3.17 shaft, you can go ahead and use cheap Gen Fan or APC props if you want to, and just go ahead and put the collet right on top of that. So you have 3 props available with this motor. Now, like I was saying on the bottom, we went ahead and made the proprietary little alignment pins that are bored into this motor, and the bolt pattern drops straight into there. So from those dimensions, it'll bolt straight into the blade. Another thing that they did, instead of the standard 3mm bullet connectors, it's kind of more of, well, I guess these are considered bullets as well, but it's a little bit different style. So the length of the wire and the bullets allow you to put this as a direct drop-in replacement. You simply remove the screws from the bottom, splay this open a little bit, pull the wires out, plug it in, and line up the alignment pins, drop it in, and the bolts go right in the bottom. So it is pretty much a bolt-in replacement for this particular multi-rotor. But like I was saying before, it's a great motor. It's a 2209, 1200 kV, so it's a fantastic motor for 330, 350 quads, even some 450s with an 8-inch prop. It's a really great motor for any of those applications. So anyway, guys, it's a set of 4 because we wanted to match it with this one, so we're selling it as a set of 4. It comes with the Tomo washers, and if you're using the factory blade props, you got M3s for the Tomo style props and the 2.5s, so the factory screws will work with the props. So you just remove them from this motor, put them in this motor, and it directly bolts straight on in. Anyway, guys, it's an awesome motor. It's a great upgrade. Adds a little bling, adds a little power, adds a little efficiency. Most of all, it gives you the options of the available different propellers. As always, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will see you next time.